Hey, what's going on, guys? TheHORRORman back with my review of Castle Freak. Castle Freak is a 2020 horror remake of the 1995 film of the same title. It might actually be better described as a new adaptation of the H.P. Lovecraft story, The Outsider. After partying with some friends, a young woman named Rebecca and her boyfriend John get in a car accident. As a result, Rebecca loses her eyesight and gets some scars on her face. Not long after, Rebecca inherits her biological mother's home in Albania. Because she was put up for adoption at birth, Rebecca never met her mother, and she always assumed her mother must have been poor. Rebecca soon finds she was wrong, though, when she and John fly to Albania and find that she has inherited a castle. The castle is huge and beautiful, but it comes with some dark secrets. Of course, Rebecca cannot actually see it, so she relies on John to describe it to her. Despite being blind, though, Rebecca is able to sense things, and she even receives visions, both in her dreams and while she's awake. After meeting with the Albanian real estate agent, Rebecca and John plan to sell the castle as soon as possible. But first, they must spend a few nights sleeping there, as they get everything inside sorted and appraised. 4 of their friends are even flying there to help John move out all of the furniture. Before they even arrive, though, Rebecca begins having visions of her mother. She is also convinced that someone is living in the walls, but John doesn't believe her. Obviously, Rebecca's right. Using secret passages throughout the castle, someone is watching them. When Rebecca and John's friends make it to the castle, they too will learn the gruesome truth. Okay, let's leave it at that. Now here are my thoughts. Let me start by saying there is some sick stuff in this movie, and I love every minute of it. No, really though, sick stuff. If you're a fan of the original Castle Freak, or simply saw it, then you probably remember some sick stuff in that one as well. But this one tops it. And chances are, if you are a fan of the 1995 Castle Freak, then you'll also enjoy this Castle Freak from 2020. This is one of those remakes or reimaginings that has enough in common with the original, but also does its own thing. Not only that, Castle Freak 2020 is a Lovecraft love letter to his fans. From here on out, if someone were to ask me what the perfect example of a Lovecraftian horror film is, this is the answer. Let that be the big takeaway from this. I won't spoil why, though. You'll have to take my word for it. Now, with that said, even if you're not specifically an H.P. Lovecraft fan, horror fans in general should love this. The castle setting is just awesome. The movie was shot on location in Albania, and the castle is like a character itself. The kills and gore effects are mostly practical, which, of course, I love. The acting is competent, and in my opinion, Rebecca is a likable final girl. It's easy for the viewer to become sympathetic to her character. Castle Freak also features a ton of nudity. Almost every female character in this movie gets naked. Interestingly, that includes Rebecca. Many times in horror films, it seems the main girl doesn't get naked. Rebecca does. She has her very own sex scene. And speaking of sex scenes, there is more than one in Castle Freak you are not likely to forget anytime soon. But the ending, or I guess I should say endings, because there's an ending before the closing credits and then a mid-credit scene. Well, both of the endings are spectacular and worth the watch alone. I'll say it again. Castle Freak 2020 is a Lovecraft love letter. Have you seen it yet? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.